Hello everybody. I just got back. I traveled to St. Louis and back for my daughter's wedding. In that process I talked to some people. And basically they all said the same thing. Yes, Jim, or that's my name, because most of them know me as Jim. You have a lot of good ideas, but you're not going to change the government. You're not going to change Congress. You're not going to change the problems. You're just one person, and one person's not going to make the difference. And I'm trying to tell them that's not the case. I'm not one person. Us together will make the difference. But this video is not really about that. This video is a question for you to answer to me. Why? Why do we have a screwed up government like we do? We have a republic, not a democracy, not a socialism. We're something different, kind of like a little of both, but not of neither. We vote in representatives and we help our citizens in need. Yes, we do. But at the same time, why do we have a social welfare system that destroys the initiative of individuals instead of helping them? Why do we have a welfare system that once you start getting money, you can't get out of it without being penalized? Why do we have an education system that thinks that once you're 12th grade, you're done for? You can't learn no more. There's a lot of people who can't learn till they get out in the real world and realize they blew it. Why don't we have a welfare system or social services tied in with the further education of our people? Why do we have unemployment? When people get unemployment insurance, if they start a school, they're dropped. Why? A person is unemployed because his job goes away. He goes to school to learn something else for a future, and they drop him. He needs that money to exist. Why do we have that? Why do we have a medical program that is so ran amok, that is completely out of control? And it's because of Medicaid and Medicare, which should be the controlling factors. Why? People say we need medical for all. We have medical for all. It's just that we won't say it. And we won't set it up for that way. We don't need to send billions. And we can regulate the control. Why can a person buy a pill from the same manufacturer, same company in Canada for 1/3 the cost it is here in the United States? Why? Why do we have a tax system that is so complicated and so in depth that the average American has very, very hard time figuring it out? Never mind those who's supposed to. Look at all Obama's Department of Treasury running it, the IRS, couldn't figure out the tax system. Why? Why do we have a government so big that a state government can't do anything? That its fingers are so far into, down to your very home. Why? I'm asking you. Why do we have a Congress and Senate that's so totally out of touch with the mood, the needs of this country, and are more concerned about the world? Yes, a Congress that's more concerned about the world than this very country. Why? Answer those questions. You tell me why our government is so large. It is ridiculous, to put it mildly. You tell me why our national bills, whatever you want to call it, is unbelievable. It's from the neglect. How many billions of dollars in the last 30 years have we given overseas to build infrastructures? And now they're saying less than that to this country, and we're going to have debt forever. Why? Here's my problem. I can't answer those questions. To me, you are the most important person in this country. And yes, when I go as president, if you all elect me, I can't go alone. If I don't have you with me, we're not going to make change. We're not going to do what's needed. You think Congress, the House and the Senate, are going to change because they want to? You think they're going to relinquish their powers to the state because it's what should be done? Do you think they're going to become more concerned about the United States of America than trying to rule the whole world on their own? No. We have one more tool to help us set up the proper government this country needs than our forefathers had. They made sure of it. They made very strongly sure of it. We have a tool they did have to correct these problems. We don't need to tear our government down. We don't need to go out there with guns and rifles and start shooting each other. Our fathers realized that any government in existence over any length of time becomes a totalitarian government. And that the people in the country needs to tear down and put that government back together. And they gave us a tool for that. Yes, they did. It's called the Constitution of the United States of America. Anytime you people in your state is totally upset with your representatives, you can remove them. You can completely overhaul the House, the Congress, anytime you wish. That's right. You have that power through the Constitution. You can change the direction that our country goes in anytime through the use of the Constitution. You have that power. We can totally tear down and rebuild our government anytime we wish by using the Constitution of the United States. Because, like Thomas Jefferson said, for our government to sustain and exist, it must have a major revolution every 100 years. And we will. And we do. And it might be time for it again. So answer those questions. Why is our government so big? It's astronomical, beyond any comprehension. Why is our tax program so out of date, so obsolete, and so complicated? Why do we have to go overseas to get the products cheaper than they're made right here in the United States? Why? Why do we have a government that's more concerned about the world than they are about the United States? Why? These are the questions I want you to answer, because those are the questions I'm going to change. Thank you.